My name is Shelley Chestnut. I am your new principal here at ABC Middle School. Today I'd like to give you a little information about myself and then kind of give you an overview of my philosophy of education. I was born and raised in Winchester, Kentucky. I currently live in Winchester, Kentucky with my husband and their 6 children. 2 of our children have already gone to be with the Lord. And I am an avid gardener, as you can see. I have chosen the garden as our spot today to share my philosophy with you. I chose the garden today because in my experience of many years of teaching science and leading other teachers, I have discovered that growing plants and growing children are a lot alike. The difference is the recipe for success. When we look at growing plants, we look at providing those with nutrient-rich soils that contain those nitrogen-rich environments, those magnesium, calcium, phosphate that we all know they need to be there. Water, plenty of water, although not too much. And of course that all-important sunshine and caring that we all give them. When we look at growing children or growing young minds, it's a little more complicated, a little more deep on our recipe. It involves a little more of a mixture. First thing that I myself personally believe has to be there is there has to be a set of structures that when we look at it in a school would be the defined consistent code of discipline. It must be consistent, it must be school-wide, and it must ensure that the children and our students feel safe in our environment. And the second program thing that I feel recipe or ingredient in that recipe is the program to support social and emotional growth. We're dealing with middle schoolers. Their hormones are everywhere. They're babies when they walk in today. They're adults when they walk out tonight. So I think that program is a vital portion and part of this ingredient list. Academic focused. Everything we do in education must be academically focused to prepare our students for the next century, to prepare them for leading our society. We should provide our students an enrichment and exploratory opportunity. We should take them outside of our classrooms. We should bring opportunities inside our classrooms that we normally would not provide. These are our essentials to helping them see why they need to learn what we're trying to give them. And then, of course, our last ingredient is a talented education-centered pool of teachers. People who are caring, people who are talented, people who know their subject, know how to do education in their rooms. When we look at each of these programs, there are several things that I would like to share with you that are common to my vision. One of those is a consistent set of rules for every classroom in our building. I know each of you have your own set that you consistently use over the year, but that when each child goes into, say they go into 4 classrooms, they have to learn 4 different sets of rules. I strongly feel that we should use one set so that there are there's no confusion, let's say. And just for an example, maybe we choose the word choices and we go through, and choices becomes our classroom set of rules. You know, where we use, say, the H being that we keep our hands and feet to ourselves and we respect others. Or maybe the I in I will listen attentively at all times. The other thing that does is allow us to have that consistency, that safety, that structure that our students really do need. When we look at supporting our social and emotional growth, one of the vital things that I feel students need at this age is a down period during the day. I think they really need a time where they can just relax, talk a little bit, let everything they've done in the morning sink in, and then be ready and refreshed for the afternoon. So I would like to provide a master schedule to do just that. Academically focused, I really don't have to tell you what academically focused is. My expectation is learning targets, curriculum driven, assessment driven, well-rounded curriculums. When we look at exploratory or enrichment opportunities, I want you to go beyond your classroom. I want you to provide opportunities for our students. When I think of this as my ingredient list for developing young minds, I think of developing caring opportunities with caring people that can set our students on a path for success.